Investments has lifted the lid on the billions of shillings lost, as well as multiple procurement offences committed by the management of the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority KEMSA more than a year since the infamous KEMSA scandal broke out. The report by the Mvita MP Abdulswamad Nasser-led committee has concluded that the KEMSA management went against direct instructions from the Ministry of Health to utilize funds allocated for the UHC rollout, as well as requests for more funds directly from the Treasury. And as David Mudoka now reports, the committee has now called on the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission (EACC) to investigate and prefer charges against senior KEMSA officials, among them suspended CEO Jonah Manjari and KEMSA Director of Procurement Charles Juma.
In the damning report that is a culmination of months of grilling by the National Assembly Public Investments Committee on officials from KEMSA, the Ministry of Health, as well as tens of tenderpreneurs, it is now not only apparent that billions of taxpayers' money were lost in the infamous KEMSA scandal, but also officials within KEMSA collaborated with tenderpreneurs to break procurement laws at the expense of a country grappling to keep the coronavirus pandemic at bay. According to the report seen by TV47, before tabling at the floor of the House by the Mvita MP Abdulswamad Nasser-led committee, the Kenya Medical Supplies Authority failed to adhere to relevant public finance management laws in budgeting and incurring expenditure for procurement of COVID-19 health products and technology. In one instance, KEMSA committed a total of 8.4 billion shillings towards procurement of COVID-19 related items against an approved budget of 4.6 billion shillings. Seemingly to plug the gap, the authority went on to irregularly utilize funds meant for the universal health coverage to purchase COVID-19 related items. According to the committee, the KEMSA management contravened the law in the two instances by commencing procurement without sufficient funds, as well as using public funds for purposes they are not appropriated for. The report further lays bare how the KEMSA management ignored the Ministry of Health on multiple occasions in violation of the law. In one occasion, the management ignored an advice from the Ministry of Health on the items to be purchased using 758 million shillings from the World Bank, while in another, the KEMSA top brass bypassed the MOH and wrote directly to the National Treasury in June last year seeking a 5 billion shilling budgetary support.
Kitu ambacho kwamba kitawagusa wengi, lakini tukianza kusema ya kwa tunakubali haya yafanyike, vizazi vijavyo vitakuja kufanya mambo ambayo kwamba yatakuwa ni ya kiwazimu zaidi. Maana utakuja kusikia ili bunge lenyewe pia limeuzwa. Sasa kwa vile limeuzwa, tunyamazeni kimya tu peke yake.
That the KEMSA management commenced the procurement of COVID-19 related items using the direct procurement method without proper systems in place, as well as used commitment letters which are not legally recognized documents to initiate the procurement, was also put under scrutiny, with the committee establishing that the two instances were in sheer contravention of the law.
Around 2 companies only are the ones that actually followed the true procurement laws. All the others used the issue of commitment letters.
The report further lifted the lid on suspended KEMSA CEO Jonah Manjari's role in the KEMSA scandal, singling out an instance where Manjari personally backdated the irregular commitment letters to Shop and Buy Limited, one of the companies that had been summoned by the committee in the heat of the scandal.
Every single person, all the directors and every single person, their names are going to be very, very open. There is no one who we are going to tell you that this person is a very special person and we have hidden any name. As long as that person did any form of business, the CR12s are very, very clear as well.
The KEMSA management has also been faulted for failing to conduct a market survey to establish the market rate and demand for items it intended to procure and sell. According to the Abdulswamad-led committee, KEMSA bought the equipment at an exorbitant rate, a move that has seen the authority grapple with clearing the piles and piles of items such as masks and PPEs stocked at its warehouses.
Is once you've sold those items, you cannot now start saying that you're returning them back. The big question here now will be, what is the best way out for Kenyans?
The committee now wants the EACC to prefer charges against senior officials who were at the helm of KEMSA as the irregularities took place. They include suspended KEMSA CEO Jonah Manjari and Director of Procurement Charles Juma. It has further called on the EACC to investigate KEMSA board members Kembi Gitura and Gesuka Onsare, KEMSA Director of Finance and Strategy Waiganjo Karanja, as well as his legal department counterpart Ferdinand Wanyonyi. The report coming months after the Senate made its report on the KEMSA scandal. David Mudhoka, TV 47.